Today we're going to continue our best practices for social media, and we're going to start with Facebook. Honestly, I would imagine that most of us are using Facebook, so just some statistics, the number of users, and all of us, for the most part, are looking at it more than once a day. So if we're looking at it more than once a day, doesn't it make sense for us to share posts potentially more than once a day? And you're probably going to say, what in the world am I going to post? But so don't write only about real estate, and don't force the conversations. You have to be yourself. I may not post something, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something that I wouldn't post. I may not post the same thing that Madison would post, because his audience is going to be completely different than my audience. I'm going to be always looking to, I'm on the empty nester type of person who's going to be more like me. You may decide how you're going to be working with your audience. Instagram, we talked about too, is one that I know Olga uses quite a bit. It is one of those growing with the younger community, right, Madison? Sort of. What do you think the hottest thing is in your world? Anything?
It depends. Either that or TikTok, but
TikTok
Instagram
maybe?
is more for
Okay.
personal
Yep.
stuff.
So again, think about your personal branding with anything that you do on social media. Don't post videos of yourself only speaking. Mix it up. Make sure that you're showing pictures of what you do. Do live videos. Think about all the different ways so that it's not exactly the same. Because if you only always post, let's say, a quote, maybe it's your favorite quote, but you do quotes every day that's static, people are going to look at it and move on. You've got about 2 seconds to capture
I
anybody.
like my quotes.
Your quotes are fine, we just don't want to do it every day. Twitter, I don't know how many people are using Twitter. Again, it has a little bit of a different audience. It's something that I've never been able to get involved with too much myself, but it's out there. We know that it's more newsy, I think. It's more things that are happening immediately. Definitely use those hashtags whenever possible. Don't link alone. Don't only use a URL as you post. Describe the link. Okay, so like when I'm posting something, you always have room to put something else at top. So I'm posting something about the free CE that we are offering here in the office. With that free CE, I put the picture of the flyer. Well, above that, I had an opportunity to write something here, important information for real estate agents or something like that, to describe what I'm linking. And then LinkedIn, I saw a statistic actually just the other day that LinkedIn is really coming, if you are looking for professionals, they're more business to business. So if you are looking to reach out to an attorney, maybe LinkedIn is the place for you to find an attorney. If you are looking to get with another professional rather than your audience who may or may not be a client, LinkedIn is probably a great idea to get involved and keep that in our repertoire of places where we are posting. Again, you can use that LinkedIn as your networking site. So not all of us are involved in BNI. Maybe this is your BNI, but you have to work it at all times. Asking for recommendations, your client testimonials, all that kind of stuff is really good. TikTok, if you're ready to dance. We're going to do a dance later. Duncan, I can't wait to see him dance.
Probably not.
Don't be mean. Again, TikTok, you only got 3 minutes. And again, you only have 2 seconds, so it's really interesting. I've been posting a lot of information on TikTok, mostly of my head, which is probably not the best way to go. I'm also just looking to give information to other real estate agents, to attract real estate agents, give value in the information that I have to offer. So with that,
There's trending things on TikTok too, so if you can
There is.
copy a video that's really popular, and make it better, it'll be a big hit.
Correct. So, and the music that you use underneath it, even if you don't hear it, you can put music under your TikTok. If it's a hot trending music, it will be, and there are definitely some things that you can do. FYP for you page is a hashtag that you want to use, things like that. You know, again, depending on the social media that you use, you want to make sure that you are, you know, kind of getting involved and finding out what the secrets are for each one. Definitely some cool resources. I've used Photify lately because on our Remax creative site, we're getting, you know, you look on that site every day, at least I do, there's some great graphics, then you can make them your own. So I'm taking those graphics, I'm adding Remax Time, I'm adding Sloan Sells Homes, you want to do that yourself as well. Remax Hustle has new commercials that I'm going to encourage you to get involved and make them your own. The Remax marketing tool and Canva, as I know that you guys use that quite a bit, but this is the creative group that if you're not a member of it, I think you should strongly get on that because there's a lot of great information. Okay, remember I also have like a 5-page document that you can sort of tick off the things that you may or may not want to do. We can provide that to you through Google Docs.
So like a list of ideas, or
It's a
that'd be
list of
awesome, yeah.
ideas, it's a list of things to do, and it's very specific on each and every one of these. So if it's Facebook, and it has, you know, a dozen things that you could be doing on Facebook. Same thing with Insta and that sort of thing. So Heather can go ahead and send you that document. It's an interactive, you can actually cross things off. If you've done it or you don't want to do it, you can cross it off, and it's extremely helpful. And so I think, does anybody have any questions about best practices in social? How often you should be posting? Do you have a question?
No, what was the...
How often should you post, or what time of day should you post on Facebook?
Oh, I found the best is early morning or late night, right? So when I was doing every day, I would get a little late and post around 11:50 p.m. But a lot of people are late night scrollers, or when they get up, that's their first thing on their feed. So if you're not going to do super early in the morning, you can do late night, but any time of the day. That's what he says.
I agree any time of the day, and honestly, so the algorithms definitely say, you know, there are better times to post, but I would personally say post something when you're thinking about it, because if you wait and not post, you won't post. So like right now, I would tell everybody,
Already did.
post something today. Right now, before we leave this office, post something on one of the platforms. There you go.
I'm just
That's it.
kidding.